All right, let's dive into two of the most essential and honestly most elegant tools you'll ever use on the command line: head and tail. They do exactly what they sound like they do, and trust me, getting a handle on them is going to save you so much time and frustration.
You've totally been here, right? You've got this gigantic log file, maybe a massive data export. We're talking gigabytes of text. All you want to do is just see what's inside. But the second you try to open it, your whole computer just grinds to a halt, your editor gives up, and you're just stuck. It's a classic problem. So how in the world do you peek inside that thing without blowing everything up?
While the answer is just beautifully simple. Instead of trying to cram that entire file into memory, you just look at a tiny piece of it. Head lets you look at the very beginning of a file, and tail, well, it lets you look at the very end. That's it. It's such a simple, brilliant solution to that massive file problem.
And the best part is, right out of the box, they had this super sensible default. If you just type head or tail and then the file name, they'll show you exactly 10 lines. It's usually just enough to get a quick taste of the file, you know? To check the header on a CSV or see the very last thing that happened in a log, all without flooding your screen.
Okay, enough theory. The best way to really get these commands is to just see them work. So let's jump into a couple of real-world examples.
So, let's start with something really simple. Imagine we have a file here called shopping.txt. We don't need to see the whole list. We just want a quick reminder of what's at the top. So we just type head and the name of the file.
And boom, just like that, you get the first 10 lines. It's instant, it's super efficient, and you immediately get a sense of what the file is about without loading the whole thing. It's perfect for just quickly checking file contents or structure.
A shopping list is nice and all, but where these tools really shine is in the more technical stuff. So let's switch gears to something like a system error log. Because when you're debugging something, you almost never care about what happened days ago. You care about what just happened. You care about the end of that file.
And for that, we use tail. But hey, notice that extra little bit there, the -N20. This is where we level up from the defaults and start telling the command exactly what we want to see.
So yeah, that N flag is the key. It just stands for number, and it lets you specify the exact number of lines you want to see. You're not stuck with 10 anymore. You want the last 5 lines? N5. The last 100? N100. You're in complete control.
And here's the result. We instantly get the last 20 lines from our error log. This is the freshest info, the most recent errors, exactly what a developer or a sysadmin needs to start figuring out what's going on, like right now.
But hold on, we are not done with tail, not by a long shot. It has one more feature, a special little flag that turns it from a handy utility into an absolutely essential live monitoring powerhouse. Seriously, this next part feels like magic.
This is it, the F flag. That one little letter stands for follow. And when you use this, tail doesn't just show you the end of the file and then quit. No, it stays open and it watches the file for new stuff.
The way this works is just so powerful. You run the command on a log file, right? Your terminal shows the last few lines, and then it just sits there. It waits. But the second another program writes a new line to that file, it instantly pops up on your screen, in real time. It's like having a live feed of your system's brain. And when you're done, you just hit Control-C to stop watching.
So, why is this a game changer? Well, imagine watching your web server's access log to see traffic as it hits. Or you're keeping an eye on an app's output to see if it throws an error the instant user clicks a button. Or hey, maybe you're watching a game server log to see players as they join. The possibilities are just endless. It's a live window into anything that's happening.
And that's exactly why you'll hear seasoned pros talk about this command with so much respect. Because the first time you use tail-F to catch a bug the second it happens, you'll get it. You'll realize it's not just another command. It really does feel like magic.
Okay, so we've totally mastered looking at the beginning of a file and the end of a file. But that kind of brings up a new question, doesn't it? What about everything else?
So we've solved one problem, but uncovered another one. Head and tail are fantastic, but they have this huge blind spot, the entire middle of the file. What if the error you need happened yesterday? What if you need to find every single line that mentions a specific username? How do you search through, like, millions of lines of text?
Well, for that, you need a totally different kind of tool, and that tool is grep. If head and tail let you look at the ends of the haystack, grep is like a super-powered magnet that lets you pull out the exact needle you're looking for no matter where it's buried. And yeah, we'll be covering that one very soon.
For now, I'm just going to leave you with this thought.
You now have the tools to safely and instantly peek inside any text file on your system, no matter how ridiculously big it is. So go on, give it a try, take a look around. What secrets are hiding in your logs? Thanks for tuning in.